Yay me. Only probably 10 people would be joining this. That's just amazing. So I'm just gonna sit here until, you know. But that's what I always do doing lives. I just sit here and wait. So, except this is the first time I've been live in, what, a year? Maybe a year. 'Cause I think the last time I was on first anniversary, if I can remember. I honestly can't. Honestly, I think I feel more comfortable talking in front of a bunch of strangers than, my entire class. Which says a lot about me in general. I don't think I should be comfortable talking in front of a bunch of strangers, but I do somewhat. That's because they don't know me. They don't know my life story. It's great. So, I don't know. So I'm just going live, talking about stuff that's going on. Like that stuff. I don't know, just anything. But I don't know how I'm gonna be on for, cause I mean, I'm still on vacation for Christmas until, what, the 2nd or 3rd, I think? I honestly can't remember. Plus, my cousins just came over for Christmas, and they visited for a couple days, and they just left today, which they live all the way in Arizona, which is a 8-hour flight back, if I think about it, or maybe 10 hours. I honestly can't remember. And my other sister, my second sister, has been staying here for a couple days. Yeah. You're probably the only person. But that's okay. That's fine. I'm not used to a lot of people showing up. I think the most I've gotten in a live is like 20. So I'm not used to a lot of people coming in at a time. Then again, so you're okay. I'm used to it. You know. But yeah, I'm still on vacation and stuff. I know I'm gonna be back soon, and I dread to be back because of all the stuff that's been happening so far. I have to balance, doing that channel and hello. Balance doing my channel and going to school, keeping my grades up, which is actually easier to do now since I got accepted into my career center for entrepreneurship. Yay me! But then again, probably some of you know that. I don't know, because I haven't been live and I haven't talked about anything that's been going on in the past couple of months. There's that. There was a point where I got told to. At one point I had 18 students in my class. And, I was the youngest there. I'm the youngest in my whole grade by a year. So, well, some I'm actually like a couple months younger than them, but it's, well, I'm sort of the youngest one in that specific shop of the career center, and there's only 2 people in my school from all the schools that go to that shop, which is, great, because the other guy who goes there, surprisingly, he rides my bus. He lives like right down the road from me, which pretty ironic. And I don't even talk to him. But weird enough, like, there was a point where they said, well, because of the school board making decisions by which shops they have, like, well, a couple years ago they had a law enforcement shop, and they took it out because we have enough law enforcement around in our area, and so they put electricians in. But apparently, they think that we need more housekeeping people and people, like, attending to hotels than entrepreneurs, which I think is kind of dumb, because entrepreneurs are always needed. Small businesses, stuff like that, they are needed a lot. I love small businesses and the stuff they make. Like, I went to a craft show in my area, and they had this little, like, sloth, like, planner. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with sloths and sharks. And I got it, and I was like, that's so neat. And then this other person, he had these, like, little Jack Skellington statues, and they were only like, what, $5 for each of them? I was like, oh, they're so cute. Like, I love this, like, the little craft shows, going there and see what different people make. That's so interesting. And, when I got told that, I had to be moved to a different shop, I, got really upset. But not as upset as some other stuff made me. I've been dealing with other stuff than just that. So then they were like, oh yeah, well, we needed to take you out, and we needed to put you in another shop because you can't stay here because you're a junior. And that means, well, you have to stay here for 2 years to get a certain amount of hours so you can get certifications. And since we're closing the shop for next year, you can't stay in the shop and you can't get your certifications. So they were like, oh, well, we're going to find a shop to put you in, and you're going to have to stay in there and get your certification there and not be in here. And I was like, that's so stupid. I went home and I told my grandma, and she was so mad. So mad. Like, she's been mad about a lot of things, but she was pretty mad at this. And she thought it was really stupid. And a lot of other words I would say, but you know me, I don't curse. I'm one of the very few people my age who don't curse, just because I don't feel it's necessary to me. But she was really mad about it, and so then, they were like, oh, well, we're gonna try you in culinary for, a day. You're gonna try it out and see if it works and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess. And I did not want to do this. I didn't want to be there at all. And then they were like, oh yeah, and put you in here. You can stay in here and see if you like it or something. And if that doesn't work out, we'll find a different shop for you if they have an opening. And then I went in there for a day, and I was just like, no, I did not like this at all. And my Wi-Fi is bugging out, is it? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But, yeah, they put me in that shop, and I said no. And then they put me, I don't know, because like I didn't find it interesting and stuff, and I just didn't like it. Cause I'm not a cooker, really, but I do sometimes bake cakes for parties, which I quite enjoy. You know, it's a little thing I do, just for parties only though. And they were like, oh, well, what shop would you want to go in? And I was like, oh, you know, why not try out early childhood? It's like, that was my second choice if I didn't get put in there. And I went in early childhood, and oh my gosh, it was the worst decision I made of my life. Besides a couple other things I made in my life. Okay, talk about other decisions I've made in my life. But, yeah, I got in there, and I just, like, decided to stay in there, and as soon as I got in there, they hit me with a bunch of crap that just stressed me out completely. They were like, you need to clean your area when you're done. You need to, you know, do all this safety stuff with the kids. You need to sign in. You can't talk at all in the quiet area. You can't talk to anyone at all, even when you're not in the quiet area when you're doing your work and stuff. And you have to keep folders, you have to make lesson plans, and God, it was such a there was just a bunch of crap, and like they had to make me go through this whole program just to like study everything that I needed to know to like go into like doing it and stuff. And I only made one lesson plan when I was there, and you know, like, and I was so stressed out to the point where I was like breaking down. Like, I couldn't do it at all. Like, it was a horrible experience. Like, one point I just literally shut down in front of everyone, and I don't like that. And I don't like how it's phrasing on me. And the faces I'm making. But yeah, like I shut down completely in front of my classmates and the one instructor, and she's just strict. Straight up strict. A lot about things and stuff. There's two instructors in my room, and the one just super strict about things and stuff. And she's like, every time I came in there, you know, she was like, well, you need to check in with me every day. You need to sign the paper. You need to do this. You need to do that. I was like, oh my gosh, lady, just shut up. Like, I've been having such a stressful time with all, like, this moving to different shops and stuff and keeping up with my grades, even though, like, I had no homework at any of my home school, like, classes, really. And like I broke down like in that class, like, and we barely had any seats for anyone. And like I had to get a locker too because like I couldn't keep my stuff with me because they had lockers there, and I had to learn a stupid combination for a stupid lock. And I couldn't remember it, and I couldn't know how to do it because at my school we don't have locks. If you want a lock, you have to sign up for it, and you get a code for it and stuff, and you can have it. You can't bring your own lock. And just learning how to use a lock straight away just messed me up. Like, and they were like so keen on keeping all your belongings safe because we had to sell Daffins to, you know, for money to like. For like other, you know, stuff to raise money for, and like that stuff. Like we raised money for a bunch of things. I think like this Christmas we did a door decorating contest and just tons of money, and a pieing thing that I didn't even get to see because I was sick. And like I broke down, and like like, I just had, like, my hands over like this, and just this woman comes up to me, walks over to my seat, because I'm, like, right between these two girls, right between them, and mind this, I am the only guy there. I'm the only guy there, and these girls are, like, this close to me, and she comes up to me, and she says, "You need to stay awake and, you know, pay attention and stuff." I'm like, really? Are you serious? Can you not see that I'm, like, shutting down in front of everyone? And at another point, like, I couldn't do it. Like, I couldn't do my work in there because, like, everything was going on at 1 second. Like, I swear to gosh, like, every time. Like, I walked in there and I was doing my work, doing my 10-hour program stuff because I had to do that. This lady over here, this girl over here, she was eating, like, something. And this one over here was smacking her lips in my ears. I just couldn't do that. Like, and, like, it came to a point where I had to go to the school's counselor and have her put me somewhere so I could do my work.